Recording live from the Hickory Hut studio on the campus of Defiance College, this is The Session.
To the session.
To the session.
To the session.
To the session.
With Billy and Ryan.
Whenever you're ready, Bill. We are recording. We are live. Welcome back to the Hickory Hut studios. This is The Session with Billy and Ryan. There's how Billy prepares for the show.
This is how I prepare for the show.
That is how he prepares for it, especially when our guest has to cancel last minute. This is what it looks like. Welcome to the advantages of recording live. We got Jake, of course.
Yes.
Nice to see you, Jake. And Haleigh again in the hot seat. Now, this may look like deja vu, but that's a good thing because Haleigh is going to take our pictures today. In case you didn't know. Well, you look confused, Billy.
I'm not. I'm just listening to you.
Am I taking your job?
No, not at all.
I didn't do.
Go right along.
Right? You want to?
Sure. I'll actually do the show.
Here, we'll just start it all over again.
Ready? Today is October 17th. We are back in the Hickory Hut studios with my co-host Ryan and Brock.
Boop.
And Jake Atkins.
I think Ryan gets more and more jealous every time.
Huh. You'd be surprised. I don't think I do. I don't like that intro, but whatever.
Look at him over there.
I'm stewing in my juices.
And we have a familiar face in the studio, Ms. Haleigh Parrish.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Yes, she is back. Guess who's back?
So she's back. This looks like deja vu to those of you, well, to our listener who watched, or a viewer who watched Wednesday.
Yes.
Thursday, Friday?
Thursday.
Whatever day you watched, you would know that. I don't know.
I actually had a couple people say they came up and they watched it. Like a lot of my friends did.
Really?
And a couple people in admissions, yeah.
Oh, awesome.
I should probably take care of making
viewers.
myself look better. What?
I said viewers now.
Oh, yeah, Billy's mom plus a couple more.
Yes, exactly. Shout out to my mom.
What?
I said shout out to my mom.
So our guest,
Yes.
Billy scared him away.
I have a really bad issue with that. Yep.
Had to cancel last minute. They're going to be on the show Wednesday.
Yes.
That's right here for you viewers who are wondering what this is. This is a calendar. Goes right there.
What's a calendar?
What's a calendar? You know, you of all people should know. Jake is the only one I can count on to be here before 2 o'clock.
That is true.
Yes.
I got
That's
here
not
at
true.
2.
I was here before, too.
Well, but this is
she was
only
here
show
before 2.
This is only show 2 for Haleigh, so I expect her to still be early. She's still trying to impress.
This is show 157 for Billy.
Billy just kind of shows up.
I just show up whenever.
Yeah, are we getting close to about show 50?
Oh, we're past 50. We did 50 last year.
There you go. Go back into the archives, look up our 50th show extravaganza.
Yeah.
Which
I think we
are
were
you
still.
sure?
I think we were still in just podcast form, not just video. So that was, I think, when Derek was still here.
The good old days.
The good old days. Yep.
So anyway,
Wow, thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Without Jake.
Oh yeah. Whoops. So what we have to do is fly by the seat of our pants. And actually, right out here, there is an intense ping pong game going on.
Yes.
Who's playing out there?
It is Javon James and Michael Parker.
Boom.
Both
And we
former basketball players.
decided to go out there and capture the footage of the game and talk to them a little bit. So, hey, we'll be right back. This is The Session with Billy and Ryan. We'll be right back.
The Office of Intercultural Relations and Hallmark Dining are hosting an Italian food fest on Wednesday in the Sarek Dining Hall from 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. And don't forget to stop by the OIR table to enter a raffle for munch money and commuters to pick up their meal ticket. See you there.
What's up, Jack and Nation? We are here live at 41 North or the Hive, right outside the wonderful Hickory Hut Studios. I am partnered here with my friend Javon James over here and the Mike Parker over here. They have been doing an intense ping pong tournament out here between each other. Oh, yeah. And it sounds like Mike has just won the tying game. Is that correct?
Well, we play a series of 3, so I have one more win, and then I'll be tying the game.
So one more win. So Javon, how do you feel about that that first game?
I mean, you win some and lose some, but I am on top right now.
Talk about that lead, you blew.
We all understand that.
And Javon, it sounds like you blew a lead earlier.
I did. I was down 3. I was down my 3, and then I let my pride give him, tied the game up, and then I'll win the next one though for sure. I'll definitely win the next one.
So, Mike, how do you feel winning this first game?
It's nothing major, It was supposed to happen. I earned it. I earned every win. I just need to start playing my game. Sometimes I play down to his level, and I need to play up here at my level. That's about it.
All right, well, Jack and Nation, we have just witnessed a game from Mike and Javon right now. There will be 2 more games going back, and we'll see you back in the Hickory Hut Studios.
Good.
Welcome back to the session with Billy and Ryan.
In case you're wondering what that dance that I do is called, it's called the funky chicken. No,
I was
that one's
gonna ask
taken.
that
That one's
question,
taken.
so that's
The
good.
lame wing chicken. I don't know what
The
it is.
lame wing chicken. All right.
It doesn't roll off your tongue. But.
So it's just the awkward Ryan Imbrock dance.
So before, great interview by the way. You found out a whole lot about the ping pong players.
I did. They're very detailed interviews with Javon and Michael.
Absolutely.
Very professional.
Very professional.
You might as well just give them their pro cards for ping pong because they're probably 2 of the best I've ever seen.
Huh. Don't watch a lot of ping pong?
No, I don't.
Because I've seen some YouTube videos that are nuts.
Those are pretty intense, I have to admit. I have seen one. This guy did like a one-handed cartwheel and he hit the ping pong ball that was about to hit the ground and he smacked it back and hit the table and won. Yeah.
I didn't see you in the audience when I did that. Huh. Thanks.
I didn't see you actually do that.
You didn't know Ryan was the star of Balls of Fury.
Of course, let's be honest.
He was the stunt man.
me doing a cartwheel is probably a sight in itself. Before we forget, Haleigh has a piece of news for us. She is going to be more of a part of the show. At least she says that. Of course, we've heard that before on this show, haven't we?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
but
this semester,
third time's the charm.
third time's a charm.
Third time's the charm.
this semester just depends on my work schedule because sometimes I work, sometimes I
Here
don't. And
we
I
go.
happen to be off
we go.
Monday and Wednesday, so I'll be here Wednesday.
So this will be the last time you'll see Haleigh.
I'll be here Wednesday, but next spring I'll definitely be opened up. So.
Okay, well, today's Monday. You're here today?
Yeah, I don't have work today. I don't have work until Friday.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So she's going to read a piece of news. Go ahead.
The McMaster School for Advancing Humanity is pleased to announce the 2017-2018 local initiative McMaster Fellow and Scholars. Fellow Carla Higgins and scholars Amoy Russell, Marissa Window, Madeline McMaster, and Richard Custer. Please join us in congratulating this group on their accomplishments.
Yeah,
All
good
right.
job, group.
Woo!
Yeah. All right.
I got a piece of news too.
What?
The DCCS bake sale will be going on today and into
What's the DCCS?
Thursday.
Defiance
The Defiance College
Chamber
Chamber
Singers.
Singers
Oh.
is raising funds to go to Carnegie Hall in New York, and we'll be having a Wow, I can't talk. We have a bake scale, not a sale. But anyways, they'll have pastries, all kinds, will being sold in the lobbies of Sarek Center and all other academic buildings. Also, a few choir members will be storming through the dorms with baked goods for the convenience of the residents to purchase in the comfort of their dorms.
Nice.
If you want, you can
There's
also
more.
donate
Oh, okay.
baked goods to our bake sale on campus. Please contact Robin Boyd at rboyd001 at defiance.edu. And yeah, that's all I got.
So one of the things we're going to do to, fill the show, that's lingo behind the scenes that we like to use here
Yes.
on the show, is we're going to do a Millennial Minds, which has been absent for a while because our Millennial Minds are working.
We're very busy these days.
They are very busy, so they say.
Us millennials, we kind of take one step ahead of the generation above us by going above and beyond with our work studies and our...
You're just digging a hole, man.
Well,
I'm
we
not-
really beat the lazy stereotype. We're
Exactly.
Wait, who?
We
are
have
you
to work
sure?
so hard because of this great economy we have. Thanks, Ryan.
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, as being one of the members of the better generation called
Uh-huh.
Gen X,
wouldn't
You know,
call it better,
I do
but-
see a lot of flaws in you guys. But we
We're
won't get
young.
into that right
We're-
now.
we see a lot of flaws in you.
Yeah.
Oh!
You guys are the older
know,
generation. There should be no flaws.
If I had $1 for every time I heard someone say that, Ryan, I'd be able to buy a house in the economy that you guys ruined.
Really? Oh,
Burn.
boom,
Burn.
boom. So
On fire.
let's tone it down a little bit. I kind of Jerry Springered the intro.
Jerry,
Yeah.
Jerry.
So
Ryan.
I like that one better. Anyway, let's get to know the millennials through our small sample size here of
Yes.
actually very hardworking individuals they are very dedicated to the show. You might be surprised by that, but they are very dedicated to the show. Each of them has a job outside of school, and each of them are a go-getter. So
Don't
I
make
do
me
have
cry.
3 very good millennials in here. What'd you say? Man, I'm just complimenting you.
You're being emotional. You're gonna make me cry.
I am being emotional. I do. You can't see me because I'm in that little tiny window. Billy puts me in that little tiny prison.
Right there.
Which I'm right here. You'll
No.
see me. Well, you'll see me here.
Yeah.
Anyway, over there.
It'll be over here.
So anyway, let's get to know these 3. So tell me, in your opinion,
Uh-huh.
what is it that your friends waste their money on the most?
Fast food.
Fast
For
food?
sure.
Fast food, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely here, fast food for sure.
Really? So what's one of the things that your friends purchase that surprises you? Like either that it's a stupid purchase or that they can afford it.
I don't know. I guess
This is like the silly six, but
sometimes
serious.
I have to say sometimes like we'll go to Walmart with my friends,
Okay.
and I'll get like
This isn't going to be that chicken thigh story,
No,
is it?
no.
Because we've heard.
no,
Okay.
it's not gonna be the chicken thighs story.
Okay.
But it'll be like you go to get groceries and then you end up buying like a onesie type deal.
Wait.
I can't say
Like
that's ever happened.
for
to
a
me.
Oh.
baby?
What?
For a baby?
No, for an adult. I haven't bought one,
Haleigh, do you buy one of those?
but my friends
No,
do.
No?
Nope.
Oh, you haven't purchased one.
I
Your
haven't.
friend. So
My
Jake
friend.
did.
No, not Jake.
Not Jake.
Not me.
It's
I promise.
Ring, to be honest. It's Ring.
If you have seen him, you wouldn't be surprised by that. Haleigh, what's one of the strangest things that your friends purchased or you're surprised they have purchased?
I don't know. I mean, a lot of the times, like, my friends and I can't grocery shop together because if we go, then, like, we'll go to check out,
Okay.
and one of us will run off to the $5 movie bin, and another person's like, oh, I need that. Like, so we just, you can't get anything
So
done.
you need to maintain
if we shop
focus.
yeah.
Like
Because,
us
like, we'll be
Gen
at the
Xers.
register, and then the $5 movies are there, and one of us is gone.
So
It's
you-
normally Katie, but, like, one of us
Yeah.
is gone.
I feel like with our generation, once we get older and start having a life and everything with kids,
Okay.
and we're at the grocery store, I feel like we're gonna be like one of those where the kids are gonna be like, "Oh, Mom, Dad, can we get that?" And you'll be like, "Actually, yeah, that looks pretty sweet."
Not
Jake, you
wrong
got an
about
answer
that.
for this question?
Well, I don't live on campus, and I've lived at home, so I don't know about all these great adventures grocery shopping with my friends. But
You don't do
I
that with
live
your
my
mom and dad?
friends in a house.
no,
Yeah.
not
No,
really.
no, okay. So do you have anything that your friends have purchased, you know, that you're like, what?
Sometimes Billy does some out of the ordinary stuff, but
We won't
That's
get into
about
that.
I convinced my best friend to buy donut socks. So
Billy.
Can you eat them?
no, they're just socks with like donuts.
Billy
Well,
on them.
don't
is
don't
the-
tell me something that sounds awesome and then I can't eat it.
I mean, they are pretty cool.
Oh,
Look
okay.
at that for like a couple dollars on Amazon. Yeah.
All
Are
right.
they like dress socks?
No, they're just like
They're just
little,
regular-
like ankle. Yeah.
Okay, Jake, what were you gonna say?
Billy is the person that Haleigh is talking about when you're going to shop for a specific item, and Billy be like, "Oh, that sounds good. Let's get that.
That is true.
Let's go. Let's get this movie. Let's go watch a movie."
Yeah.
All right, let's make it heavy in here. You guys probably don't know
Okay.
what that means. Let's make it serious in here.
Uh-huh.
I'd have never known had you not
You
explained
guys are.
it.
You know what? Don't. Let's. So you guys are all seniors.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What's your biggest fear in a few months or a handful of months?
Not being able to pay my loans.
Okay.
I think just getting a job in general. I've been applying to so many jobs, but like the thing is, I found the perfect jobs right now that won't be available in May.
Why
so
not? Oh, because it's too
Just-
far away.
yeah, they're coaching jobs or they're like positions that need to be filled
Okay.
incredibly fast, and so it's hard to. I've sent out numerous emails and just getting discouraged, not hearing back. So I think that's the scariest thing is like graduating and then having absolutely nothing because
Because
you just don't
Yep.
hear back from
Yeah.
anyone.
Jake, you got an answer?
My biggest fear is going out into the quote-unquote real world and not knowing, not having a set schedule. Like, I go to school, I go to class. But if I have a job, and then I go home. What do I do?
Yeah, true. Like, this is what we're used to
You
for
mean
21
after
years.
work?
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you.
Having a different schedule.
When you reach a certain age, you do a lot of crying. Let's move on. I'm not saying I'm to that age
I thought
yet.
we were getting heavy. All right.
So I have a question that always kind of bothers me, and I'm always curious. Not bothers me, but I always think about.
What grinds your gears?
No, this doesn't grind my gears. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
If you hear a company has been in business since 1900, does that mean anything to millennials?
Nope. Not really.
I don't think so.
I've never looked at a product and said, "Oh my goodness!"
It's been in
1900s. It's gotta work. I've never.
You've never said
if
that?
it works, I buy it. Yeah.
Jake. Jake seems like a guy who says yes.
Well, see, it depends. That's the answer to everything. It depends.
Okay, there's an answer for everything.
Walmart has been in business for a long time, and I don't say, "Oh, Walmart's been in business so long. I love shopping at Walmart."
Okay.
But if it's more of a hometown thing and it's been in business, that means it's good enough for the locals to enjoy for
Like
that
the mom,
long.
pa.
Like a Kistner's or a Bud's,
D-Hop.
Okay.
Yep.
Name dropping. Those are restaurants downtown. Go check them out.
and that's when it means more to me. Not like these huge companies, but the local companies and restaurants.
You guys still sticking to your guns on maybe or maybe not?
I'm gonna go with Jake.
Okay.
I definitely think it matters with customer care and customer service and everything like that, and how well you promote yourself. And
But if you're going to go into a business and one says built in 1900 and one says built in 2015, does it make a difference? Or do you just look
there's
at
experience.
lowest price?
It depends on are you comparing a Aldi to a Walmart, or
Sure.
are you? Well, in that case, I think it kind of goes off of who has a better customer care.
Where do you guys find out who has the best customer service?
Google,
Google,
Yelp.
Yelp,
My friends.
your friends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Word of mouth, Google. Okay. Just curious.
I don't know. I think it depends on the product. Like grocery stores and stuff, that's something that you pick the same one every time for the most part, not always.
Right.
And but for things like I don't know, clothing brands and things like
Right.
that, that's something that it just depends on the style during the time and if they've updated and gone with the times, I guess you could say. And so it just depends on the product, I guess.
So real quick, what's the one thing that people my age and older assume of you guys that makes you upset that we assume that about millennials?
We're still kids.
Okay.
I feel like that's a big one to put out there, because everyone is you guys are still kids. You don't really know. You don't have the experience. Blah blah blah. And then
Right.
you guys are gonna be. There's people are all right. Well, you guys are adults now. Come on, step up. And you're well, you're telling us one thing, and you're telling us
So
another.
the fact that they think you're still kids, Jake, you got an answer?
The biggest thing for me is, like you said earlier, the whole lazy factor. We have to work so hard, to get through school. We have to pay for school, and many of us work at least one part-time job. Some of us work full-time jobs, play sports and all this stuff, just to barely make it
Right.
through school because we want a quality education.
Yeah, I think some of the people who are my age or older, look at you guys and you play a lot of video games or whatever, maybe that people older than me especially didn't do. And they see that as being lazy, not necessarily just a break.
right.
You guys are hard workers, at least the three in this room.
Well, thank
Haleigh,
you.
do you have an answer for that?
I think what Jake, both of them said, the things that we have to do to even get a job now, you have to have a 10-year resume in your 4 years of college. You have to have 10 years of experience for any job that you want to be in.
Yep.
Or you're most likely going to have to work 10 times harder to get there. And by then, you're probably not going to want it as bad as you did to begin with, honestly. And
Interesting.
so we've got to be involved in so much nowadays. We have to, have everything and then half the stuff that you think that you need once you go for a job, you're never gonna need. Like there's things that they're not gonna look at, and I mean I've been learning that as the years go on, there's things that you knock off your resume that really don't matter in retrospect, but at the same time they're experience. So like, yeah, I have my Applebee's job and my Elder Beerman job on my resume because those show that I can work with the public, customer service, and that may not be what they're looking for as like a retail job or something like that, but it's still
something
work that I've put in that I'm proud to say that I've put in.
Now let me ask you a question going off of that. Are you three representative of millennials, or are you more of a smaller percentage of millennials? So think about the people around you and the people who are also seniors. Do you guys represent them, or do you represent a smaller version thereof?
I think the mindset is a generation-wide type thing. Like, wow, the world, nobody owes us anything. We have to work hard for anything we want. But it's just a matter of an extent to which each person takes that attitude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to be careful with stereotypes. Sometimes, obviously they don't include everybody.
Right. I feel like our generation is more diverse in what we want to do compared to other generations.
Okay. Meaning what?
I feel like there's more people who are wanting to get more involved with like technology and social media and just jobs that you don't hear of on a daily basis. Type deal.
And those play into people who are older than me, who don't understand. How can you work from home? Blah 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 blah. But it's something that a lot of them just don't comprehend. That you can do that from home.
Mm-hmm.
You can work from home. It's still a job.
Right.
It's still a full-time job. That we see you working from home, and we're like, well, they just work from home, kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, let's make it a little bit lighter. Let's end it with one of the silly 6 questions, one for each of you,
Sure.
and then we'll call it a show.
So the silly 3.
The silly 3. This is where I ask you 3 quick questions, 1 each, and you give me 3 quick answers, 1 each.
Are you ready?
I don't
Right.
know.
Yes, we are.
Billy, favorite show.
The Office.
Haleigh, your favorite movie.
Perks of being a wallflower.
Don't even know it. And Jake, are you a cat person or dog person?
Probably a dog person.
Dog person, favorite dog name? Captain Woofy.
Sparky.
Sparky, that's a good name. Hey, this was a Millennial Minds version of the session with Billy and Ryan.
Yes.
He's Billy.
I'm Billy.
Oh, how to get a hold of us?
Oh, Jake, how can they get a hold of us?
I
He
tried
has
to
right
end it,
here.
folks. I'm sorry.
Tell us right now.
You can find us on Facebook by searching The Session DC.
There you go.
You can follow us on Twitter at @thesession_DC. Or the least preferred method, emailing us at thesession@defiance.edu.
Again, you may be better just camping outside my office door.
Yes.
Hey, this is a session with Billy and Ryan. He's Billy.
I'm Billy.
I'm Ryan.
He's Ryan.
And of course, this is Jake.
I'm Jake.
And the newly minted version, Haleigh.
I'm Haleigh.
Yeah.
That's it. Oh, if you have some questions for these wonderful millennials, let me know. We'll ask it on subsequent shows.
Yes.
See ya.